Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome back if you're returning. It's Fiery Moon and I'm here to do the general collective weekend vibe reading. As I am recording this, we currently have the sun in Aquarius, the moon in Sagittarius. It is January 25th, 2025. And we are going to jump right on in. For this reading, I'm going to start out with the Mixed Emotions deck. I'll then be using the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. And then to break it down, I will be using that 90s Tarot. As I always say, just take what resonates and leave the rest. Know that time as well as the energy is fluid. So you could be ahead of this energy, currently with the energy, or this may be energy that has already happened for you. So let's jump right on in and see what messages of guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, acceptance, understanding, as well as protection that we need as it pertains to the collective and the energy surrounding this weekend. I'm hearing speak your mind. Speak your mind. So some of you may need to speak your mind. Can I get one more? Alright. Alright, so bottom of the deck we have peaceful, which says calm, serene, and centered. This could be you, or someone that you're energetically connected to. Under that we have fulfilled, which is like the star energy, and it says satisfied, self-actualized, and realized. But then we have trapped, which is kind of similar to like the devil energy. And it says imprisoned, cornered, or stuck. And then we have trust, which says reliant, interdependent, and certain, excuse me. Then we have frustrated, which says prevented, hindered, or blocked. What this makes me feel like, especially with compassionate being here at the bottom, and that says empathetic, caring, and sympathetic. It's almost like someone or you are feeling like trapped by their feelings almost, because compassionate to me is an energy of like the heart. Like I feel the Ace of Cups off of this card, but this trapped and trust and frustrated, it's almost like someone feels trapped or stuck, but almost like within themselves. And maybe it's because like they have a hard time trusting themselves, and it's almost creating tension here with this frustrated card is what I feel. But it's in the heart space. You could be either one of these energies, because I am feeling two different energies where some of you may be in this peaceful, fulfilled energy. There's another energy here that is in this energy. Where if you're in this peaceful and fulfilled energy, you're calm and just like the card says, serene and centered within yourself. And you're actually, especially with the fulfilled card, like you're like really content within the self. Yeah, it really feels like two very different energies, the way it feels and the way that I can see it on the board. Well, let's see what's going on this weekend. What's going on, Spirit? What do we need? What's going on? So we have discouraged coming out, which says dispirited, disheartened, and deterred. And I'm hearing lacking faith. Lacking faith. And then we have lonely coming out, which says isolated, alienated, and friendless. And then we have disgusted with revolt. It says revolted, nauseated, and repelled. And that disgusted card just makes me feel like there's someone who is really just tired of the same old shit. Within whatever situation or circumstance that they may find themselves in. My guides are saying like someone's finding out like that like shit does stink or their shit does stink, like it almost makes me feel like whoever in this energy could be feeling, could be surrounded by a lot of people but still feeling like almost out of place. And it's almost like with the discouraged card, it's giving me an energy of like why even try? Because then like this energy at the bottom, we have comforted and hateful. It's almost like, yeah, someone, it almost feels like they either want this comfort energy, or it almost feels like someone is angry with anyone that is in this energy. With this hateful card, to me, it always feels like, is someone being mad at themselves. And it almost feels like this person feels like this isn't attainable for them. I don't feel like that's true. Because it almost feels like with the curious and relieved card, like someone is trying to find an outlet or trying to, figure out ways to like relieve themselves of this energy. But it's almost like you have to be open. And if you're in this energy, you're not open. um, can I get one more, Spirit? Can I get one more? Yeah. We have regretful, and it says remorseful, sorry, and repentant. Yeah, this is like almost someone who is like wishing they would have did things differently. Bottom of the deck we have sad. And that says unhappy, joyless, and dejected. This energy almost makes me feel like someone who is looking for someone to blame for their circumstances, but there is no one to blame. These are all cards of the self. Like, you don't have to, I don't know why you would want someone to blame, but I guess that would make it easier to handle if you had someone to blame, but there is no one to blame. Like an energy of someone being sorry for themselves or feeling sorry for themselves, but what? Let's see what else we get. This is almost making me feel like passive aggressive energy. Almost. What's going on? I swear. Get one more. Alright, so bottom of the deck we have the Five of Pentacles. It is also like the Five of Wands, which is like that inner chaos, that inner struggle or battle that someone is going through. It's almost making me feel like it's tied to, this lonely card. But the obstacles and challenges are like, I don't know, it almost feels like there's something that you need to get over internally, like within yourself. And it could be, I heard like the energy of speak your mind. We have the solar plexus chakra, which is, that it's really like the sun energy that we use to express ourselves. And if you're feeling, it almost feels like there's pent up energy. Express it, put it out. Like, let people know how you feel. Like, that's the only way things get or can possibly, get rectified, so that you're not, starting a war within yourself. Up under that, we have the Harmony card, which is the Lover's card, which it can be like a spiritually guided connection, but the Lovers is also an energy of decisions. And that's what I feel like. I feel like someone is in the energy of needing to make a decision. And it's almost like either they don't want to, or they're afraid to make a decision, with the Eight of Swords here being trapped in fear. But the Eight of Swords is it's a mental prison of your own making. But if you want balance, which is the Justice card, if you want to make things right, if you want to balance out the scales for just internally for yourself, you need to express yourself. Like, I know, and I'm not like, it's easier said than done. And I completely, understand that. And I know, like, a lot of people really don't know how to express themselves. And I'll be the first to tell you, like, putting feelings into words is a hard thing. Like, y'all see me here struggling sometimes, not struggling to find the words, because it is hard to put words. I'm an intuitive reader, so I feel the energy first, and to try to translate it verbally sometimes it's hard, because we don't have a whole bunch of words for a whole bunch of feelings. We have some, but we don't have a lot. And there are some feelings that can't, I'm not going to say can't, that we don't know how to put into words. For some of you, this could be regarding a connection, but it doesn't have to be. A lot of it feels like this is just internal, like within you and you, but it's almost expressing, like, especially with the Five of Pentacles here, financial and material changes. Like, it almost makes me want to say, like, life is not, it's not, at least from my perspective, like, I know everyone has their own perspectives, but from my perspective, life is not meant to be hard. It's not meant to be a struggle, or like, it's not required that you struggle to get through life. Like that, like, no, you don't have to feel like this is what you're due, like this is all that there is, or if there's no struggle, you're not living. Like, no. And it's like, even on the other side, just because you're not struggling doesn't mean that you're not living. Like, struggle and living are two different things. And nobody is always all just, just living. We, life is an ebb and flow. But it's almost like with the Seven of Wands, like, stand your ground. Like, you have to, like, it almost makes me feel like with the Five of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands, like, be okay with where you're at. And if you don't like it, change it. If you have to, move from a situation, do that. Because we have the Six of Swords here. If there's something that you need to do for your mental peace, do that. Like, every day is an uphill battle. Every day is there's always an opportunity to do something different. But if you're not doing anything different every day, what results can you really expect? Like, we all have those days where we don't want to deal, we don't want to get out of bed, no matter how your life is going. Whether you're feeling good and you're we all have those days. There's nothing wrong with that. Every day, I'd be weary of people who try to wake up every day and just be, happy and, you know, like, or pretend to be happy when they're really not, or like that takes a lot of energy. That takes a lot of work to try to upkeep. Like, it's okay to be fucked up some days. Nobody has it all together. But it's not like, how can I say this? It's not what you go through, like, it's how you decide to handle it that makes all the difference. And only you can put a stop to what it is you don't like. Only you can create the peace that you seek. Because then we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, Judgment, which is truth in this deck. And I didn't even mean to pull this many off the bottom of the deck, but then the Emperor, yeah, like, it is masculine energy. Because this makes me feel like with these cards coming out, like someone is afraid of their power for some reason, afraid of like their own selves. And, trust me, I get it. I get it, because it's almost like, how can I explain it? Because I've been there. And it is. It's a very like jarring, reality. Is very uncomfortable. You do feel like isolated, and like you lack faith. You start, going through the monkey mind of, maybe I should have did this, or maybe I should have did that, or maybe, like sometimes you have to be able to say that, to yourself, like, I'm the problem. Anybody that, like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, because it's almost like if you're trying to like keep something up for, other people, that's the first mistake you're making. And the second mistake is if you express yourself and let people know, like, yo, potentially, like, not feeling my greatest, or I'm feeling fucked up, or, like, I'm just not good right now. If there's anybody that you go to that judges you for that, like I always say, those are not your people. Like, they're not. They're not, because your people can see you hurting. Your people can feel you hurting. But it's almost like if you keep going around them and acting like there's nothing wrong, they're going to continue to do what they do and disregard you. But it's not to say, like, I don't know, sometimes you just need one person to stop and be like, yo, what's going on? And that's when like, you found, that's a safe space for you. Because some of this, some of this stuff, you can't go at it alone. You can't. And like, I tell y'all all the time, like, I can only speak from the experience that I've had personally. For me, that's how I'm able to sit here and do this. And I've been there when I went through something. And I swear to y'all, everybody that, at least that I thought, from family to friends, everyone that I went to, and it wasn't like I was acting like anything was wrong. I was telling them, like, yo, something is wrong. Something is not right. Like, I don't know what it is. But I know what I do, and I know, like, I don't involve myself with nobody, number one. And the people that I do involve myself with, when I noticed that when I called on them and they weren't even there, that was letting me know, like, you know what, something is not right. Something is not right. And I told them, I told them, and it got to the point where I had to leave physically from where I was at. And they make you feel like, oh, you're bugging out, you're crazy, you're losing it. Nah, I'm very sane. I'm very sane. I'm not just gonna wake up one day and lose my mind. Like that don't even make no sense. But I'm telling y'all, and y'all are not hearing me. Y'all are not listening to me. But I had to step back and realize, like, you know what? This is not their reality. So you know what? I'm gonna remove myself, because obviously I can't depend on none of y'all, because you're not hearing me, number one. But you're not hearing me because you don't want to hear me. You kind of want to see me crash out, right? But I'm not giving. I wouldn't dare give anyone that satisfaction, because I knew. And I had to trust myself. And I'm glad that I did. I don't care. Like, even right now to this day, like, I don't even care if anybody, anybody that comes around and sees this reading, they know that I'm not lying. Anybody that came around at that time, y'all all turned y'all back on me. So I know what this feels like. And through that whole ordeal, I'm sorry, y'all, because I get it. But through that whole ordeal, I had one person that looked for me, that knew something was wrong. Until this day, they're still right here with me. And that's when I see in everybody's true colors. And it hurts. It does hurt. I will say that it does hurt. But sometimes God has to pull you back, and you don't know why. And he will pull you out to save you. And right now, and granted, like, love to those people, because they did what they felt was right. So I don't hold any animosity to anybody that was around when that was going on. But I had to learn how to protect myself. And I feel like whoever's in this energy, this is what they're going through right now. And I felt like you feel like you just want to give up. I get it. But it wasn't you, and it's not you. It's not you. It's not you. There's nothing wrong with you. But it's almost like this is the time. This is your time to see things as they are. Yeah. So that you can overcome this challenge, overcome this obstacle. Then we have the Four Cups: discontent and boredom. Mm. And with this, I feel like it's just like, yeah, nothing of substance where you're at right now, whatever situation that you're going through. There's nothing there. Can I have another one? Yeah, so then we have the Two of Swords coming out. It says mental conflict, and it's like, yeah, what do I do? Where do I go? Like, and it told y'all this is that. Like, I feel Mars and Cancer, and we have the Chariot here, which is Cancer energy. Up under that, we have the Four of Pentacles. And remember, I told y'all the other day, like, I felt this energy here. This is so crazy. Like, it was right here on my back, the last reading that I did. Like, I felt energy surging in my back, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I know that there's, someone going through this collectively. And like I said, I was only sharing it because sometimes it be for me, but sometimes it doesn't. And I can see, like, now that, it is a masculine energy, or the masculine energy, that is going through this right now. And it's time for you to, like, break free from things and people, places with the devil here that is holding you back, or trying to keep you in this energy. Can I get another one, please? Trying to make you fight, between, mentally within yourself. Yeah, see, the Emperor trying to get you to second guess yourself. I'll be the first person to tell you not to ever do that. Don't second guess yourself. What you're feeling it for a reason. And I almost feel like saying, like, you're stronger than that. You're stronger than this. You are capable. Of getting through this. Bottom of the deck, we have the sacral chakra, which is, the chakra where, we create from. It's our desire to take, action. But it comes with a cost. It's going to cost you. Like, it's almost like saying, like, your new life will cost you your old life. Because the sacrifice card is like the hangman. And it's almost like you have to be willing to, if this Emperor energy is the energy that that you are capable of holding on to or creating within yourself, there is, I really don't like the word sacrifice. I don't like it. But in a way, like, I understand that, sometimes there are things that you're gonna have to, I don't know, I prefer compromise, personally. But is it really a difference? Because you will. Like, when I went through, what I went through, I left everything. I took what I could carry and my daughter. Because none of it meant anything to me more than, my life. And no, you don't know what is going on. But you know what happened at the end of all of that is that you see what you are capable of. You see the power that you have and that you hold for yourself. And that's something that money can't buy. Money can't buy that for you. Nobody can give that to you. me get one more. I'm gonna break it down. Can I get one more, please? Can I get one more, please? Yeah. Then we have the Six of Swords, which is you taking charge of the direction of where your life goes. The Six of Swords is going from chaos to calm. Yes. And bam, bam. The Ace of Pentacles almost hit you right in the face. Like, that's what it feels like. But it will though. Like, if I didn't see or have it happen for me, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, I didn't believe it either. Like, it was just like, you know what? But I trusted myself. I trusted myself. And once you do that, it's like, who? Like, you don't got time for and nothing less. Nothing less. Anything that doesn't align with that will fall away. Because it's almost like what other people may look and see that what, you know, I possibly seemingly lost, what I gained was something worth more than gold. Because, you know, I notice, like, with people I encounter, even before things happen to me, that, you know, before I had that situation, it was years ago now. And even after, you know, I've encountered people that used to always just catch me, like, or, you know, people would, you know, I'd be chilling or, you know, just moving about my day. And I've had multiple people, you know, like, say, why are you always smiling? How are you always so happy? And that's like, it's not that I'm happy or like you're perceiving it that way, because the way that it comes out is that I'm smiling, like, but it's because, like, I'm, you know, I feel good on the inside of me. So it's what's as within, so without. Like, I don't people don't understand that. Or I don't, you know, that's what it seems like. People don't get that. Like, I'm full on the inside. So when it's pure and it's genuine and it's true, like, that's how it comes. Like, it's going to manifest its way out. And it's not that, like I said, it's not, you know, like, I don't be having shit going on, like, because I do, but am I gonna let that like drive and be the determination of how my whole day? No, that's not wise. I mean, I could, but I personally choose not to. Because for what? What is it gonna do but just make me stress, and it's me down in myself? No, because I, like, whatever, you know, obstacles come my way, like, I'm just gonna handle it to the best of my ability. That's it. What's going on, Spirit? I need this to go this long. Hopefully we can keep it under an hour. What's going on? I'm hearing the word control, and it's coming off of this Emperor. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Cups. And it's funny that they're both in the same stance. And it's almost like someone is trying to control, their emotions. But water is not made to be, it's like you can't hold it. You have to, it needs to flow, like free, like it needs to flow. It needs to move. And it's almost like this person is like struggling, or you could be struggling with the needing to be vulnerable, because we have the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups. And here's that Seven of Wands, where it's almost like you're trying to stop this water from coming out. But it's almost like, no, water has, it's a force of nature. It is. And then we have the the drill card. Like, this is almost like spirit coming through. Like, this can't hold. Like, you can't maintain like this. You can't. It's time for progress. With the Wheel of Fortune, and then we have the Nine of Wands. Yeah, it's time to let this go. Like, yes, for some of you, being in this Nine of Wands energy, it's like that energy of like the wounded warrior. Like, you do it as like almost a protection mechanism. And then here's that decision, that crossroads of the Two of Wands, from the 7 to the 9. Because what you're doing is you're holding up this 10 of Cups. That sense of, emotional contentment. Because with this 10 of Swords, it almost makes me feel like the worst is like you're at rock bottom. The only place you can go from there is up to the 9 of Pentacles, but that's if you choose to. And then with the Strength, with Judgment, but then with the Strength card, it's like, yeah, like you are capable of that. And it's almost like once you realize it, you'll get rid of this 7 of Swords energy, which is basically like an energy of self-sabotage. It'll transform with the Death card. And then things will start aligning for you. Everything will fall into place. Everything will fall into place. Can I get one for obstacles and challenges? Yeah, I'm telling you. The 8 of Cups, which is an energy of, walking away, letting go of what doesn't emotionally serve you. You need to let whatever your emotions flow, because it's almost like you built up a wall with the Knight of Pentacles here. But you're only like, with this wall energy, it only makes me feel like you're boxing yourself in. Can I get one for mental conflict? The 5 of Wands. And it's like almost what you're feeling internally is causing you to be uncertain in your mental space. The 9 of Swords, it's causing you the stress and anxiety because you almost feel like you don't know what to do. But I'm hearing like patience, grasshopper, like with temperance here. This is spirit almost stepping in to like tell you like, hey, we gotta almost like somebody needs to regulate their emotions. Like, hold on. Because that's what's causing this anxiety. Like, hold on, let me show you a different way or another, see it from a different perspective with the Page of Pentacles. Can I get one for authority? For this Emperor? Yeah. The Seven of Swords, yeah. And that makes me feel like, you know, this Emperor is clearly telling me that they're self-sabotaging and trying to keep like a solid front on, like everything is okay. But it's too much to carry, it's too much to hold, it's too much weight to bear. I'll get another one. Because it really feels like someone is just like doubting themselves and lying to themselves to do to almost justify it. Can I get another one for this Emperor? Yeah, we have the Sun. And this is what could be being highlighted here and showing this masculine like, yo, you're actively about to sabotage yourself or a situation. So it's being like exposed. It's the light is being shown on this energy. Because it almost makes me want to say like happiness is a mind state. Because here's the emotions that this masculine energy is in, the King of Cups, who doesn't, he's really not the king that will express his emotions. And what the emotions are doing by being held on and not being released is bringing them down. Like it's making them feel like almost worthless. But what they're not seeing is there's a way forward with the Eight of Wands. And it's almost like happiness is like a mind state. It's not something that you can grab or hold or, you know, it's something, again, like I can see it here in the cards. It's very attainable, being emotionally content within yourself at the Nine of Cups. Being emotional, like it feels like emotionally regulated. It's possible. You can move into this, but you're telling yourself that you can't. You'll balance out, you know, physically with the Six of Pentacles. You'll be able to, you know, move forward more confidently, like almost more sure of yourself. You'll have a grip on, you know, your reality in a sense. And it comes by way of truth with the Ace of Swords. Acceptance of the truth. And it's healing. It heals you from being at with the Star. You'll start to see like what you want is possible. Both the Star and the Nine of Cups is like a card of wish fulfillment. But then with the Ten of Swords and the Queen of Cups, it's almost like, how can I say this? It brings you into balance emotionally within yourself, but it could also bring it with another person, because it's almost like this, like I'm being like, this feminine energy has, if there's a feminine energy on the other side of this for you or in this with you, they've healed from their, when, you know, their rock bottom. That's what it makes me feel like. Or this person could even be telling you, like, the worst part is over. It's done. But this is also healing this negative mentality or negative or toxic mindset that you have within yourself. Can I get one for moving on? And then we'll grab the guidance and advice. Why is moving on here? Yep. Just letting it go. Dropping the dead weight. And for some of you, whatever you're holding on to is old. We got the Six of Cups at the bottom. It's old. Yep. Old pain. Old emotions. Yep. And it's time to end all of that. End it all. We have the Six of Cups, the 10, the Nine of Swords, the Three of Swords. The 9 to the 3 is the Six of Swords. So that's being alleviated. The Death card is the action of the change and the transformation. The Tower comes in to get rid of the confusion. And it's almost like then you'll be put on your path with the Two of Wands. It'll make the decision like easier for you to step into knowing as the King of Swords. And that's Aquarius energy. We are in Sun in Aquarius. Can I get one more for this moving on, the Six of Swords? Yeah. Yep, the Death card, which is again that change and transformation with the Tower at the bottom. And what it really feels like is fear with this energy here that you're letting go of. And it's really fear of yourself. I get one for death. Yep. Just like I said, I felt it. The moon. It almost feels like you're hiding from yourself. And it's almost like with the Magician, Spirit is like, no, it's time to bring this out, manifest this out, cast this out, is what I heard. Cast this out. Cast out this fear. Cast out this doubt. You hold the power to create the life that you seek. Six of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, and the Lovers. Like, you have to take your power back from this fear that is like looming over you. So let's grab the guidance and advice. Get rid of the illusions, because that's what's causing the confusion. They're almost saying like it's time to like change your dream. Like, it's time to tell yourself a different story. Yeah. Because you see it for what it is. It's almost like it's time for you to see things as they are, not as you want them to be. Yeah, it's time to take off the blindfold, like the glasses. Because it's almost like you can see the falsity in it. You can see it already. You just have to accept it with the Truth card here, which is just judgment. Excuse me. Can I get one for deception and envy? That you're sabotaging your own happiness. That's what it makes me feel like. And it's time for you to stop doing that. So we're going to read this card. So it says deception and envy. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. This card comes at a time when individuals or conditions aren't what they appear to be. How well do you really know the people around you? Are they telling you everything you need to know? In business, make sure you gather all the necessary information so that you're aware of and understand all the facts before continuing. You've worked hard. Don't let others take from you what is rightfully yours. Unfortunately, some people may be envious of your accomplishments. This card also represents a time of sudden and unexpected change, or when plans that you're undertaking may not turn out exactly the way you envisioned. Have a plan B as a fallback strategy to prevent future problems. Use this card as a reminder to be prepared. It's better to be safe than sorry. Yeah, so it's almost like this masculine is realizing like they're just surrounded by a whole bunch of fake love. Like it's not real. It's not like, or just fake people, or they're just, surrounded by people or that just don't have their best intentions at heart, that could really care less, whatever the place or whatever the case may be. And if you know it, and now that you're seeing it, it's time to do something about it. I'll get one more for the Seven of Swords. Yeah, they're seeing it very clearly. The Page of Pentacles. It fell on the floor, but I'm going to put it back. Can I get another one for the Seven of Swords? Ooh. Yeah, it's time. The Five of Cups fell out reversed. Like, it's time to stop crying over spilled milk, because that's where the discontentment is coming from. Yep, the Three of Cups. And these are your friends, your associations, people that you may have known from your past. And they're, for some of you, even sabotaging a connection that you have with a Queen of Cups. But ultimately, it doesn't even have to be another person. If this is all you, they're, stopping you from coming into emotional balance with yourself. Because from the 9 to the 6, or the 3 is that 6 of Cups, the past. Or for some of you, it's a soulmate connection. Like they always say, people want you to do good, but not better than them. And those are not your people. But all right, y'all. I definitely thank you all for tuning in with me. I mean, hope that it resonated for some of you, so that you know, like, you don't, like, this isn't, you are capable of overcoming this energy. If there's, someone that you can talk to, reach out, talk to them. Shit, they may even, reach out and talk to you, because like I said, your people can feel when you're not good, and they can see it too. But as always, I thank you for tuning in with me. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their weekend, and I will see you all on the next one. All right? Later.